Hello? Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Nothing? Just going to the grocery store.
Going to the grocery store, huh?
Yep.
Nice.
Gotta make dinner.
Yep.
And instead of going to fast food, I'm gonna go buy some ingredients. Make some dinner.
Excellent. That's good stuff.
Yep. I'm making a recipe I saw on the Rachel Ray show today.
On the what?
On the Rachel Ray show.
Oh, Rachel Ray show. I was like, huh?
Yeah. It's a gluten-free. It's got onions and corn and sweet peppers and jalapeno in it, and pasta.
Cool.
Like corn-based pasta. Should be good.
Good deal. Yeah. Yeah. I go online on the with all the Beachbody on Demand. I can go and check out all the
your meal platter.
Yeah, the meal plans. I use Team Beachbody's meal plan sometimes, and then we haven't used it in a while, but it helps out to make things easy to help people out. Because I'll advertise, free 7-day meal plan or something on my website. And,
yeah, and then you just go there and get it.
Exactly. Yeah, make use of your tools. So.
Yeah, because Tessa, my friend Tessa, she's always like, I don't know what to make for dinner, and I tell her, I'm like, I use the meal platter of Team Beachbody, and I was like, it plans your meal for 7 days, your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and
your snacks.
Yeah, and your snacks, and it gives you a grocery list. It makes it super easy.
Yep. That, and you get access to like 25. You get access to like 25 workouts. So why wouldn't you want to do it? So.
Yeah.
And everyone that you buy, that's from like 21 Day Fix forward, gets added to your library. So
everything that you what?
Everything from 21 Day Fix forward gets added to your library. So if you go and buy
like programs that you buy.
Yeah. So if Hammer and Chisels comes out in a couple days, so when Hammer and Chisel comes out, I buy it. It gets added to my video library online in Beachbody on Demand.
Oh, nice.
So everything's instant access. That's why that particular challenge pack is like the best one, because you can actually go and put together a program and say, okay, you're going to do Turbo Fire on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you're going to do P90X on Tuesday and Thursday, and on Saturday you got to have a fun workout, and you're going to do size, so you can totally keep it mixed up, but you create the calendar for people. And then they just have to go in and do it. And then you can create entire meal plans for them through the 21-day fixed meal plan. And it's all about you don't have to have the portion control containers, but each one's only a certain size. And so you just say, okay, you're going to get here's how you're going to set it up. You do, your serving's going to be 1 cup, that type of stuff. Or, yeah. And so you create value by using the tools that we have, and sharing them with others. So by creating things for people.
Yeah, so you can create your own group where everyone signs up for Beachbody on Demand. That's not a bad idea, because that's a little more affordable.
Yep. And even if they don't buy the challenge pack, it's only $38.
Yeah.
So.
Do they still do your first month free?
Yeah, I think you can still get 30 days free.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yep. Good
I'm
stuff.
still getting over this nasty cold. It sucks. I've been sick. Me and Lizzie have been sick for a week.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah. Not been fun. Where's the rest of our team?
That's a good question.
I've noticed they've all gotten really quiet. Andrew got quiet when school started because he's a teacher.
But it's all about a choice, though. So you can either get frustrated because you don't feel like you have enough time, or you can sit down and actually plan a schedule and say, okay, this is our schedule, family. And so, but instead he just puts it at the back burner and doesn't communicate with anybody. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know. I didn't even see them on Facebook.
Yeah. So it's the same with a few others. That's just how it goes. Prioritize your time. That doesn't mean that I don't fail a lot with getting my power hour done. I don't, but doesn't mean that I don't know the reason why. I don't get frustrated with myself when I know that I'm not putting in the work. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I don't get frustrated if my income doesn't go up, because I know that I didn't do what I'm supposed to do to make my income go up.
Yeah. Did you see that I created a page, my fitness page?
A like page?
I sent you an invite to it, but yeah, I sent you an invite to it, but you didn't like it.
I don't remember it. I get every time I log in, my little notification bar says 99. So I have a lot going on.
Yeah, I figured.
What's it called?
Jessie K, JESSEEKAY.
There you are. Okay. I do like it. I have it liked.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, because I went to invite friends yesterday.
Yeah, he was on it.
Last night.
Yeah.
And it just said that you had been invited, but you hadn't liked it yet.
Yeah, I've got it liked right here. Jessie K. So Facebook.com, Jessie K XOXO.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll recommend that you need to do some homework on how to use a like page, because they function totally different, and you might post here. You can post here all day long, and you're going to get 1 like.
No one will see it.
Yeah, because Facebook got smart. They got smart, and they went and said, oh, well, these businesses are using our services to get customers. Well, we want a piece of that pie. So they decided to basically make us pay, make people that have like pages pay in order to get people to actually see their posts.
Yeah, I noticed with my Gracie Day page. It's kind of the same. I used to have a lot of traffic on there. And now I still get some, but my posts only reach 200 people
in a week.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's all because you're not paying for boosting your posts, or paying for likes, because you can do both, or you can you can actually blog. You can actually do a blog, and then you can boost your blog post. And so people will come to your like page, and then it'll be basically boost any posts that go to your blog. So you get people to actually go to your blog and read your stuff. But anyway, there's a lot of homework. All those webinars that I always attend, those are what those webinars are about.
Yeah.
So the ones for practical social media, they are always about how to use your like page and your blog together, because you can post things on your wall all day long, and probably never get anybody to actually respond to you, unless you're actually creating some traffic. So that's just how it is.
Oh, gotcha.
So that's why I always say.
Yeah, I know that. Did you go to that one?
Which one?
I signed up for that webinar. It was last week. It was last Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, with Hillary Kelly and the two other coaches.
No, it was a guy.
It's a guy? Which one was it, I wonder?
I'd have to look. I get emails from him now. But I need to log in and watch the video, though, like the recording.
Yeah. So there's lots of books at the library that you can get through the Overdrive app on social media and how to use it effectively, for business. And so the real, I think, things that in order to get people moving forward, you have to ask them. So can I help you with your fitness goals? Unless you ask, they're never going to know. If they're already doing good on fitness, ask if they're open to looking at other options to enhance their fitness journey. But you got to send messages in order to really get things moving.
I've been sending messages, but seems like everyone I talk to is like, oh, it costs money.
Yeah, well, what do you think? It's not. You can offer freebies though. So you remember my free nutrition challenge, my 7-day nutrition challenge?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you create a 7-day nutrition challenge and you offer that for 7 days. I haven't done one in a while. I probably should. But and at the end of it, I invite people to take a look at coaching. I invite people to so
yeah.
And not everybody does. Some people disappear off the face of the earth after those things, and other people they actually are interested, or at least they stick around a little bit, But
right.
That's what those are. They call them free. Shalene calls them freemiums. So basically, you're getting people to participate in something free in order to enhance your relationship with them, so that you can in turn go and ask them and say, hey, would you be open to participating in another group, but this time with a workout and meal replacement shake? Same type of group, but with you've got a commitment with money this time, so that you can an affordable plan. Go ahead.
When you do the free 7-day, clean eating challenges or whatever, do you require that they sign up on Team Beachbody?
I would prefer that. It's not always the case, but I would prefer that. So, and this is how I do that. I usually say, when they express interest, I say, great. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to get you signed up with a free account through me, as making me your coach, and then I will add you to the group. And I say, fair enough. And and they'll respond back and say, yeah. And so then you say, okay, here's the link to sign up for the free account. Once your free account is done, then I'll add you to the group, and we'll start on Monday. Okay. And if they don't sign up, then I can say, hey, remember you were going to sign up. You know, at least you have something,
Right.
some ammunition. So, yeah,
That makes sense.
that's how it goes. If you don't get them locked in somehow, then you don't have any of their information. You know, you don't have
Right.
you don't really have any connection. So anyway.
Yeah.
So
That makes sense.
yep. But sounds like you're checking out.
Yeah, I just got to the checkout stand.
Nice.
Got apples, onion, jalapeno, some bacon.
Ah, now I can see Kevin.
Kevin.
Ah, Kevin Fincher. He's logged in. So.
I still have to use my phone for audio. I don't know what's going on.
You need some expertise from this guy.
Well, you know, I built this whole computer, and I just don't understand why my camera is not doing the microphone. Let me look at it and see if it's got a mute button or something. Oh, no.
Ha.
Let's see. Oh. Yeah, I don't know why the audio is not working. But.
It's all good. See, I got my son's headset on, and it's
there you go.
I plug it into the USB, and then I get sound and my microphone's connected, and it works like a champ.
Well, I mean, I dialed in on my phone, so I can at least hear you, but I'd rather have it going through the speakers. But
yeah, otherwise you get the crosstalk stuff, huh?
Yeah, you get what we used to call in TV. You want what's called mixed minus, but you're not getting mixed minus.
Gotcha.
So you're hearing yourself.
Yeah, that's no good.
They call it mixed because it's me and you minus hearing myself. So anyway.
Oh.
I did that for 15 years. You know, ran a satellite truck and all that stuff.
Jessica is checking out at the grocery store.
Oh, okay. Oh, hey, guess what? I got an email a couple weeks ago from somebody.
Okay.
A girl named Zulma Vera.
Zulma Vera.
You ever heard of her?
Nope.
Let me tell you who she is. She is, I don't know why this matters, bilingual success story coordinator for Beachbody.
She's a success club coordinator? Cool.
She's a success story coordinator.
Okay.
So she wants, this is what she said, and I'm trying to get all the information. She says, my name is Zulma. I'm the coordinator for Beachbody Success Story team, and I'm constantly on the lookout for great transformation to feature in any of our various forms of Beachbody media: Facebook, Twitter, infomercials, Beachbody blog, YouTube promos, etc. And she said, if you're interested, what she wants me to do is use me as they call a hybrid testimonial. So people that have done multiple programs.
Oh, gotcha. Well, you've been doing them for like 4 years, man.
Yeah, I know. I wrote them. Got my wife to write them down. I just completed my 20th.
Dang.
Program.
Dang.
And I've never, you know, when I start something, I finish it. I've never done 45 days of 60 or 80 of 90. I've done them all.
Right.
You know, if it's 90 days, I do 90 days.
Right. I haven't seen your Brazil butt lift yet.
You haven't what?
I haven't seen you do Brazil butt lift yet.
I hadn't done that one. You're right, but I got them all listed down, and it's asked me all these questions. So I'm trying to get it together. I just sent her another email just saying, hey, it's going to take me some time because I've got hundreds of pictures to go through to send you, and trying to write everything down to get everything detailed the best as possible. So hopefully I'll give them this plethora pile of stuff that they can't ignore.
Right.
You know? So I'm kind of geeked. I'm kind of geeked out about that. So.
That's good stuff.
Anyway.
Right on. We like to hear about those things.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. It's like we've helped so many people, and I've seen a lot of people lose a lot of weight, and getting them to actually go forward when doing what you're doing right now is actually always been kind of a struggle.
Right.
For me as a coach to say, okay, so you've changed your life. You're freaking doing awesome. You know, what's it going to take to share that with somebody else and share that with Team Beachbody? And they're like, oh no, I could never do that. I'm like, what are you talking about? So you reached out to me. So I've had a pretty interesting week. I've had a couple random meal requests people from my website, and you know, I create I just go into Team Beachbody and use the meal planner, and create a 7-day meal plan. Pretty simple. Try to keep it inexpensive, and just to start them out. And then I let them know, I'm like, hey, you know, what else do you need? What I've got groups that start, accountability groups and stuff. And it's funny, I've sent these meal plans and it's been crickets ever since. I'm like, what the heck? And then I had another woman, she pinged me on my, I don't know if you guys have been to my website recently, but I got a little pop-up that comes up and said, would you like to set an appointment with me? And I had a woman set up an appointment with me. She didn't say why. She just gave like 3 opportunities for why she wanted, or 3 different times that she was available. So I selected one that she was available, and about an hour before I get a ding on my phone that says that she's canceling. And so I immediately type a message to her, and I'm like, hey, you know, what's up? Is there a better time? Perhaps I can answer some information right here on the email. And she writes back and she's like, oh, I really was just querying you to find out how much sugar was in Shakeology, and it's too much and I can't drink it. And I was like, too much sugar? Do you even know where it even comes from? Are you thinking it's added white sugar? And so I'm like, if you can eat an apple, you can drink a serving of Shakeology. So anyway, I have a write-up on my blog about the sugar content of Shakeology that I wrote back in like 2013. So actually the ingredients have changed a bit, but not the concept of what is where the sugar comes from. And so I sent it to her, and I'm like, hey, you know, I can understand your reservations because you think that it's too much sugar or added sugar, but I need to set the record straight, and I need you to see this blog. And before you discount Shakeology completely and say that it's unhealthy because it's got sugar in it, you need to fully understand how that's processed and where that comes from. So, and I let you at that, you know, that's just my tough love. That's just how I am. I'm like, I need to understand this before you just badmouth it and discount it completely. So if she comes back, if she read it, great. If not, but that's been how my week's gone. So anyway.
Yeah, I have major crickets going on as far as challenge groups, or I mean, you know, I share with 5 people a day, you know, offering them an opportunity to join a challenge group, or if they know somebody. And I have 90 crickets chirping right now. So
that's a lot of crickets.
Man.
That's a lot of crickets, and I shouldn't just go fishing.
Well, what I can't figure out is then when you have so many crickets, so what's causing that to what's causing that? You know, it's like is it the market that you're in, perhaps? Is it the you know, it just makes me wonder. It just makes me wonder why you come up and beat your head on things like that so often. Because I don't. When I ask people, it goes pretty quick. And my weakness really is my inconsistency to do the simple disciplines every day.
Right.
So I'll get red hot and then drop off the earth for 2 months, and get red hot again and drop off the earth for 2 months, and that's me.
I mean, I had like 35 people join a free no junk challenge, and then I ran another one, and I had 5. and then I invited the same amount of people.
Right.
And then I had and then I invited people to challenge groups, and I had like 9 Success Club points last month.
Right.
And then now I got 0.
Yep.
So,
and you're like, I invited more people this month than I did last month. Yeah.
And you know what the only difference is?
What's that?
Here's the only difference. I started when I got the 9 Success Club points and I got 35 people to join the free challenge for no junk food.
Right.
I started with the last names that started with the letter A, and went till I got 100 people off my list.
Gotcha.
Now I've gone in reverse, started from Z. So anybody that's got a last name from Z, Y, W, B, whatever, they don't care. So
yeah.
I mean that's the only difference.
Interesting.
It's not like I was going in there and handpicking names. It is just I went to the last of my alphabetical friends list.
Right.
Started, and I just did that because that way you kind of have an idea what you're doing. You kind of know who you've invited that you had.
Oh yeah.
And that is the only difference.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I've actually went down on friends this week. That's kind of funny. I must have had some people unfriend me. Yeah, whatever. So. Well,
I had our Body Beast super group that Judd, I guess it was, that created.
Yeah, Judd Welty.
Yeah, I mean I've added 30 people as friends in the last 24 hours because of
right.
Something like I posted something in there. I'm sure you saw it.
Yep, I actually, because it said to go add everybody that liked your location or your post, and so I think I had like 20. I think I had 25 people that clicked like on mine or something like that, and I was like, and so and I hadn't sent out any friend requests on those. I usually don't, but
right.
They sent me a bunch of friend requests and I've not responded to them yet, but when I do respond to them, most of them are coaches. And so,
right.
So what I do is I've actually categorized my I don't know if you guys use categories for your friend lists and stuff, but I have them as Team Beachbody people. And then I if I'm going to be friends with a Team Beachbody person and they're not on my team or they're not a mentor type of coach to me, I actually unfollow them so their stuff doesn't end up in my news feed.
Oh.
So, because you don't want your newsfeed full of coach stuff. You want your newsfeed full of like Carl Deichler and like people like
right.
You want to see Elizabeth. You want to see like a Scotty Hobbs, and then you want to see anybody in your team. But mostly you want to see anybody that you're working with. And so
right.
In order to do that, you have to unfollow a lot of people so it doesn't come up in your news feed. And if somebody posts negative stuff, then I usually, if I see something negative or it's politics, like overzealous politics type stuff, I have to,
right.
I'll determine when I see it, I'm like, you know what? I don't need that in my news feed. And I'll just, I unfriend, I'm very, I don't know, very kind of strict about what I want on my news feed.
That makes sense.
It gets too over crazy. It's like it's just nuts because I start scrolling through my newsfeed. I'm like, man, coach, and finally it dawned on me that if I would go and unfollow a bunch of these people, their stuff wouldn't end up in my newsfeed anymore. And
I wonder if that carries over to other people's newsfeed or not.
Well,
no?
Well, if you unfollow them, they don't even know that you've unfollowed them.
But I mean, if it's like you post something, like if I post something from my like page, and it shows it tells you how many people have seen it, how many people it reached.
Yep.
And it's usually like 2.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous how then you have to share it, and then only 30 people see it, and you're like. I mean, I know how they have they do their algorithms and all that stuff for why stuff is interesting. Facebook thinks this is interesting and this isn't.
Right.
Pictures, video. If there's links in it, they don't like it and all that other stuff. I've heard Janelle Summers talk about it to nauseam because she just she knows that stuff so well.
Right.
But it's like you come up with something from your heart, you post it, and you hear crickets.
Yep.
And then you post something asking somebody if they like crunchy peanut butter or creamy, and you get 500 likes. And you're like, that's a good question, but how's that going to change your life? And I guess I don't know.
Yep.
What are you supposed to do?
I totally understand. I've been there for a long time. the like page thing is tricky. I've been listening to a lot of webinars from Practical Social Media on that subject, and the thing that I'm finding is that you really have to set a budget, and you have to spend some money, because if you start doing that for likes and bringing new people, and what he's really talked about is, so he says spend money to get likes from people that are like you. So if we were to do an exercise right now, if me, you, and Jessica were to sit down and just put our heads down for the next 10 minutes and go and say, okay, let's write down 10 things that explains Kevin, or 10, and I write down 10 things that explains Eric, and 10 things that explains Jessica. If we were to write those things down, and then we start looking and putting stuff on our like page about those 10 things all the time, we become known for those. And then in turn, we do likes. We do a campaign for likes for those type of things in our list, or our tags, if you will. So it draws people to us that are just like us in a sense. And so, but you have to pay back. And everything I've been hearing is they say that, allocate, 10% of your earnings should go back into your advertising. And, whether, I don't know, some people are not making anything. Some people are making, $100 a month. But you got to kind of, if you're going to use like pages and do really well, you have to actually boost post or campaign for likes against the things that are like 10 items that explain you. And so, for you, Kevin, I mean, yeah, I would seriously sit down and write out those 10 things that explains you. Lost over 100 pounds, lost, or perhaps, your day job. Maybe there's people in that industry that were just like you, that you can be able to talk to. And so you can almost share stuff that relates to that on your like page, and it becomes organic traffic. So I've been trying to do that. I'm not perfect at it, but hey, it works for Janelle, and it works for these people that are talking on these webinars. But they're also boosting their posts. They're actually paying Facebook so many dollars, to do. And I look at it, I'm like, $100 a month. That's, to me, it's not a lot, but most people, it's like, oh man, that's my food budget type stuff, So you just have to.
Well, like you're saying that, if you spend $5 to reach people, how do you know that when they come to your page that they're even gonna care? How do they? It's like placing a bet. You don't know,
right? And
that's how I see it.
Yeah, and the thing is that it's a numbers game though. So you're saying, okay, I'm gonna spend $100 over the course of the next month to attract people that are like these 10 items that I am, and in hopes that 10% of those people will see potential in what you're sharing. And so those 10% begin to buy into you. And this is how Steve McDonald kind of explained it. He said, because somebody said, well, I can see all the people that are liking my page, and so I am actually going out and sending messages to all these people that are liking my page. And he says, no, don't do that. He's like, that is chasing people, and you'll get tired and wore out from doing that. He's like, you want to bring in the large amounts of numbers, and the people that actually like what you're posting, they're going to keep coming back because you're active on the page. And then your invitations that you're 3 times a week or so of inviting to your challenge group, at least 3 times a week on your page, you should be inviting to your challenge group. Then those people, the mere numbers of people, they're going to start buying into you. And that's what Scotty Hobbs does. That's what I'm sure Melanie Mitro is probably buying likes or boosting posts or something on her Facebook page. There's no way that we could chase that many people, I don't think, on Facebook and have success, because it's hard to build a relationship with people online.
You look at Melanie Mentro. I mean, she's done. I just watched a little 6-minute deal on how she, giving instruction, just basic stuff on how to convert customers to coaches, just on how where to send them, to get them to do that. Just kind of like what you did with me back in October of 2012. Walking me through the steps of, where do you go? Here's the link. Do this. Click on this. Choose this, and all that. And basically, what she said was, 90% of her stuff, 90% of her, enormous team, she's never met. They're all online, and they do her like page and like what you're just saying. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy good.
Yeah. You can actually. I looked at the budget yesterday because I'm getting real close to pulling the trigger on this and just making the leap of faith, because I've been studying it for a while, but I haven't actually taken action on it. And I post on my life just as much as I post on my personal page, and a lot of times it's the same because I don't have time to post to both all the time, and neither do you or Jessica, But at some point, I suppose that if I invest in it and actually see some potential and see some return on it over time, if I threw, 50 to $100 on it for a month, and just to see and tweak things a little bit, because you can tweak the ads, you can tweak the what are you trying to gain, and see where it goes. I've really been thinking about focusing on, for me, the cybersecurity aspect of life, because I work with a bunch of desk jockeys, and they need help too, and so I'm really thinking that my geek out fitness side of house is where I need to focus. Eric Burgan Fitness is me, but I need to kind of switch it just a little bit, so it's still Eric Burgan Fitness, but the geeky side of me, if you will, and the superheroes and the computers and cybersecurity and stuff, and so they come to me because they like that type of stuff, but then they realize, oh, hey, this dude's like he's a super uber geek, and so I was thinking about doing this for a long time, and then Steve McDonald from Practical Social Media kind of explained it to me. I was like, huh, that totally makes sense. And so I've kind of been morphing it a little bit at a time, but and then do you know Darren Natani from Insanity?
Mm-hmm.
He married Fit and Funky. So yeah, he worked for the DEA as a cybersecurity agent, and he has now created a website, and it's very basic. It's called beyondthepassword.com, and you go to it, and it's 10 cybersecurity steps you can take at home to secure your home network. And he gives these tips. He gives these tips free, and he gets your username or your name and email address, and then he gets to get to know you by sending you emails on a weekly basis. And so he created a really basic site that's value driven, because it gives away a free thing that relates to people that need help. Everybody out there nowadays that has a wireless access point in their house needs help to understand that technology's in there, and the the bad guys are out lurking, and there's reasons why the government gets hacked and other people lose their identities, is because you got a Joe sitting out in a van pulling stuff off your wireless. And so he gives this information free, and then he turns around as the relationship builds and is able to share fitness with them as a coach. And that's how he's growing his business. And it's not so much, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach, or hey, look at my fitness. It's, hey, look at this is what I'm good at. I'm really, really good at cybersecurity. And then as he builds the relationship, he can kind of twist it and invite people, because he posts both cybersecurity stuff and he posts his fitness stuff in tandem with his Darren Natani like page. It's awesome. I mean, he's done it seamlessly, and he started using Periscope, talking about cybersecurity and stuff. But so for you, Kevin, big thing for you is hunting, right? So why couldn't you kind of maybe use your hunting side of life to benefit how to get prepared to go and get the big game, you know. So you don't have any issues going out there and hanging out in the woods because you prepared. You know, you're working out every day. So you could take a spin on the preparedhunter.com and turn it back to, Kevin Fentress, the fitness coach. There's a pathway, but you have to create that. And that's what Darren Natani's done. And that's what Steve McDonald was trying to coach me. He's like, Eric, you're a cybersecurity expert. Why can't you do what he's done in a different fashion? I'm like, well, and that's where Geek Out Fitness came from, is because I love video games. I love cybersecurity. I technology. And so I can create something and put that spin on it. I'm just trying to create what the freemium is. I don't know what that giveaway is yet. And so it doesn't mean that I need to change ericburganfitness.com. It needs to, but even though I did go out and buy Geek Out Fitness, but it just means that, I have to transition to the 10 things that most reflect me, which will attract those people that enjoy those items. And so I've edited a lot of my hashtags to put in, video games, or on my Instagram stuff, video games, cybersecurity, geek, that type of stuff. And I'm getting there's geeks all over the place doing P90, P90X and stuff like that. And I was like, holy crap, it's a gold mine out there for people that need help. And they don't have coaches. They don't know anything about Beachbody. But what I've noticed, a lot of them, is that they're very comfortable in front of their phones and in front of using YouTube and using these programs like Periscope, and that's great because that allows me to share how they can do the same thing, continue doing what they're doing, but then on the other side turn it into fitness. And so I'm working with a bunch of them right now. We'll see where it goes, and but it's creating value in the things that we're good at, and hunting and fishing, stuff like that. That's where you're at. Your day job could very well be that too. You just have to decide what is it exactly.
Right.
So Jessica, I told her, she battles with PCOS and insulin resistance, and I said, so that is 2 items that she can really work on. And so her freemium would be something like, have PCOS. Here's a 5-day nutrition plan, or here's 5 steps that will make life easier as a PCOS sufferer. So you create these things and then you give them away on your Facebook page, or you give them away on your website. If you guys need help doing those type of things, just let me know. I can teach you. I can either teach you, or I can at least direct you towards the information that I use to get me there. So, the internet. The last meeting that I was on, she's like, you can be a multi-level. What does she call it? You can be a warm market prospector. You can be a network marketer, or you can be an internet marketer. And she's like, once you really realize how to be an internet marketer, and by being you, but sharing value in what you're good at, you'll attract those people that want what you have. And I was like, it was like a light bulb moment for me to go, I've been living cybersecurity for all these years. I used to live aviation. I could have gone a long time ago, 5 years ago, I could have went with some kind of flying aspect, but I didn't get it. I thought, I'm just a Beachbody coach. That's what I am. And it's not that. It's the what we are in life is what we'll attract, because like attracts like, right? So we just have to write down those 10 items that we're good at, that are part of our life, and make those the things that we post most about. So doesn't always have to be fitness. The more fitness that I've shared, I think the less likes I get, except on Instagram when I use the right hashtags, and then it goes crazy. But that's just the nature of Instagram. People are what's the word? They're kind of just hounding the likes, or they're searching, querying the hashtag.
Yeah, they're just like.
Yeah, it's a bot, and it drives me crazy. So anyway, But so, what's everybody reading? I got to ask. What are you reading?
I'm still reading GoPro.
You better finish that. That's only like 90 pages, man.
Hey. I'm 3/4 of the way. 3/4 of the way.
Good.
I'm reading Crush It.
What is it called? Crush It? Is that the PDF version one that I sent you, or did you find a hard copy, or what?
It's the PDF one that you sent me. I just read it on my phone when I get a chance.
That one's I actually shared it in the files of our group page, my personally sponsored coaches group. I put it in the files there, but I'm reading. It's called "Hold On, the Light Will Come," and
who's that by?
It's by Michael McLean.
Oh, okay. I thought it sounded like.
Yeah, it says, "Hold on, the light will come, and other lessons my songs have taught me." And so he's a musician, and he also a playwright, and he does a lot of other things. But anyway, he talks about each one of these songs, chapters about a song that he wrote at some point in time. And this one that I just finished reading, this one chapter, where to go? That's not it. Where to go? I lost my page when I was talking a minute ago. Anyway, so he was talking about the fact that he had all these deadlines looming over him. It's kind of like end of month success club, push, right? So we got like this deadline looming over us, and he was feeling bad because he was behind, and he had all these things, and he wasn't feeling like he was enough, and he was doing everything he could to ignore the problem, whether to actually hit success club for these deadlines, right? And as he was he'd come home, as he was driving home one night after a pretty bad day, just wasn't coming together. He had this internal thought from deep down inside, and he says, and it basically was saying, why do you do what you do? And he's like, where did that He's looking around in his car, wondering where this voice. I felt like a voice was talking to him. Why do you do what you do? And he's like, well, make money, to put food on the table. And he was answering himself, and he was trying to dodge the question, but he knew that he had to be honest. And so, he couldn't really. He's like, he finally said, I do it for myself, is what he came to the conclusion from. And he excluding family and everything else, he's talking to himself on this drive home. And he's like, I do it for myself, because he writes these songs because of the things that he's experiencing in life to share with others. And so he does it for himself. And then it went on to say, he got asked, what was the next thing? Let's see. Oh, where was it? It was two different questions. Oh, he was also looking at, he was being asked, are you enough? Are you enough was the other question. And he, at the time, he's got this fear of failing, people finding out that he's feeling like people are going to find out that he's a fraud, and all these other self-doubt, self-imposed type of things. And the very word of worthy to serve another, worthy was the key word. And so as he goes through this, thinking about, am I enough? Am I worthy? And he realizes that he, through communication with God, he was enough, and he is worthy for the blessings. But there's work to be done, and he needs to put his shoulder to the wheel and do it. And I was like, this is me, all too often you get tied up in your self-doubt. You're doing all the work, you're spinning tires, the mud's flinging everywhere, but you're not making any headway. Kevin, you've got 90 different emails out there right now, and you're going, why? What's the point? And sometimes I think that if we'll continue and persist in those hard times, knowing that we are enough in God's eyes, that it'll come around. Like he'll see that how bad you want it, and he'll turn it around for us. But we have to put the work forward. We have to go home and work. He had to go home and write these songs. And even if he had a deadline looming over him, he had to write these songs. And so, you have a choice. You can basically make and say, okay, the month's over, I didn't get Success Club, or you can go out and invite another 10 people and see what happens. But that's how the business works. That's how this story works. We are enough. We are worthy, but we got to do the work. And so it's been an awesome read. I'm flying through, and I'm actually reading it with my daughter. I have figured out lately that I don't have enough. I can't really make enough time in the day. We work full-time jobs. We run all over the place with kids and stuff like that. But what I can do is I can pick good books that I can read to my kids at night, and they can enjoy the same words that I get to learn from, and you get to explain the meanings to your kids and your family. And so, just know that you just got to make the commitment, and your kids and your family will benefit from it too. And all these 90 people, whether they join or not, doesn't matter, because you've got what's most important. So anyway, I still owe you guys a calendar. We got less than a minute, and I owe you a calendar for next month. I'm thinking the 12th and the 26th will be our two team hosted groups. So I'll put that out here shortly. I've got it started. I just haven't posted. So anyway, you guys are awesome. I'll post the video of this in a little bit. I got to compile it, and then I'll share it out on the site. So have a good night, guys.
Alrighty. Okay, talk to you later.
Talk to you later. Bye.
That'll be good. Bye.